Lafayette, good people. Welcome to the Global Council for Ancestor Veneration and Elevation. As a member of the council, I want to welcome you to this 9-day ritual, a global ritual wherein we will have priests of every tradition in the diaspora represented, and each day we will bring you more information, more guidance, and more rituals. I want to read for you the mandate of this council and our reason for doing these 9 days. We are committed to the elevation of the spirits of our ancestors, our people, and our culture. We elevate the ancestors by acknowledging the wisdom we have inherited from them. The spiritual culture of the African diaspora has a concept of soul at its center. We created soul music. We cook soul food, and we infuse everything we touch with the energy of soul. Soul is the gift of our ancestors, and it is multi-dimensional. The Priest Council of Oyotunji Village in South Carolina has studied the beliefs of our entire diaspora, of all of the traditions that were created and impacted by people of African descent, and they have put together the most comprehensive delineation of the 9 layers of the soul. We present the 9 layers of the soul to educate ourselves and the world, to reclaim our indigenous genius, the knowledge of life, the afterlife, the before life, and most importantly, to guide our human actions in this life. We invite you to embrace this information, to absorb it into your being, and to incorporate it into your spiritual practice. Illuminate the layers of the soul on your altars. Let it inspire your art, and teach this to your children. As you go through your daily life, consider the many layers of your soul, the soul of our people, our history, and our present condition. Use it to analyze your past, to evaluate your present, and to guide your actions for an empowered future. Call upon the ancestors to help you to create a legacy of knowledge, wisdom, power, and beauty for future generations. May every layer of your soul be blessed. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Wanda Ravenel Stewart, Oyadei. I am a priestess of Oya, and I live in Oakland, California. Welcome to the day of prayer for the national soul. The national soul is delineated by the fact that it reflects the generations. One generation leads to the next. One generation is built on top of the other. And so then today we are going to be celebrating those ancestors who have gone before us, the generations have gone before us, and celebrate their accomplishments. We are also, at this time, taking note of the martyrs of present day. And so I'll begin my prayer to the ancestors first, and then to the most recently departed. Omi Tutu, Ona Tutu, Tutuile, Tutularoye, Kosi Ku, Kosi Anu, Kosi Ofo, Kosi Adina, Fitiwo, Ariku, Babawa. Moyuba the farm beyond, Moyuba Alofi Alotamari Aloto, Moyuba all that lives that gives us livingness, Moyuba Baba, Moyuba Yeye, Moyuba the 4 winds in the 5 directions, Moyuba Boboego Nararu, Anya Biosun, Odei Lu, Ilela De, Ifa Dei, Shango Gumi, Baba Funke, Aruna Ra, Omidara, Ardeosun, Oshune Shegun, Ibaye. Moyuba Boboegon Ravun, Oyani We, Abebe Ocha. Moyuba Boboegon Ravun, Abishe Kola, Ogunilu, Obatero. Moyuba Boboegon Ravun, Ele Dame. The African understands that the now silent, measured voice of antiquity speaks through us, the living. And so now, with immeasurable gratitude, we call on those ancestors, named and unnamed, known and unknown, who woke up with their minds on freedom, no matter how their night had passed or how their day would be. We call on freedom fighters like the men and women of the Stono Rebellion in 1731, the Nat Turner Rebellion in 1831, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, W.B. Du Bois, liberators like Toussaint Louverture, Robert Smalls, educators like Charlotte Forten, Susie Taylor, and Mary McLeod Bethune. We call on our builders, farmers, and entrepreneurs of every stripe who built the Black communities that were destroyed and whose residents were massacred by white mobs. We call on the martyrs of the current era, in whose name this generation has risen up, risen up, risen up. Oscar Grant, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Mario Woods, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Tatiana Jefferson, Botham Jean, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Daniel Prude, Rayshard Brooks, George Floyd. And now it comes to you. You who have taken to the streets in protest under the most risky conditions in 100 years. Do not be afraid to take on the memory of these ancestors as the balm to the sin-sick soul of this nation. Unlike previous generations, you have the support and insight from people all around the world who have marched in solidarity with you in uncountable numbers. And with each step you took, each shout, each tear you shed, you could feel the strength and joy of our ancestors as your actions attempt to heal the soul of a nation. With them, you are marching not to a promised land, but to the greater promise within our hearts, a promise of freedom, a promise of justice, a promise of peace. That is my prayer for the national soul. Thank you.